masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Welcome to Brazil. I am Jackmaster Flash. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are well. Shall we go and do some 5 laps? So starting P2, Frederick Vestry, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. We're away. Not the greatest of starts, not gonna lie. But it is what it is. Chasing down Iwaza. Remember, obviously, these cars are extremely quick lap 1, which I've said before, but I find bizarre. I find it really strange. It is what it is. I'm gonna send it. Oh, that was cheeky. That was cheeky. And while those pair battle it out, I'll try and put some distance between me and them. You'll see why in the setup I've gone for this. Why I've gone for the setup that I have, and mainly it's all because of set of 3. You've got the long, right-hander, as you can hear the car bottoming out. So you see, I'll show you now. So obviously into the center S's, you're going to need some pretty much good downforce for that. Not so much for this straight. It's only a short one though. Most of the overtaking gets done here. Again, a little bit of bottoming out, you can hear it. You need to be careful, especially when you get on the curbs. So yeah, this corner here, the long right-hander, is where you need quite a bit of downforce, obviously, to stop you from spinning off the circuit. I think Charles Leclerc got smashed off there by Norris at the last Brazilian Grand Prix, and then this left-hander as well. You need plenty of downforce for that. Otherwise, same scenario, you just get spun into oblivion. Which is unfortunate. Which is really unfortunate. You know, you're not very quick in the straights, but unfortunately it seems to be with this game that there's a compromise. There always seems to be a compromise. It doesn't feel like I've ever managed to nail a setup 100%. You've either got to sacrifice for one thing or the other, and Spa is a very, very good circuit with that comes to mind. You either run quite high downforce for sector 2 and compromise sector 1 and 3, or you run a low downforce to get the best sector 1 and 2 and compromise sector 2. It's crazy, it really, really is. Not a lot happens around Brazil overtaking wise, but still, nevertheless, still a really, really good circuit. I absolutely love it. I really do. $17.5 is okay. See what we do now, if we do any better. $17.3. Obviously, when you want straight line speed in sector 3 and it's not there, kind of sucks, but as I've said, I would rather compromise sector 3 and gain all the time in sectors 1 and 2. Brazil is a circuit where you need as much minimum entry and exit you know, you need to keep as much minimum speed and exit speed up. And if you're running low downforce at Brazil, it's going to screw you big time. It really, really is. But like I said before, this would be the setup I would run. Obviously, you guys mess around, play around, and get the setup working to suit you. The more you guys play with the setup, the more you guys get used to the setup, change the setup to suit yourselves, you know, the better it will be. And that goes without saying.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Oh, if I go massively deep there. Remember to do all that good stuff though, like hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. When these dry setups are done, I am going to go and have a look at the wet setups. I think when 23 comes out, I might do back to back, as in, obviously I won't do the likes of Bahrain and places like that, but you know, for a circuit where it can potentially rain, I think I might just do one dry, one wet, one dry, one wet going forward. Get them over and done with quicker. But this has been Brazil. Hope it helps, I really do. Remember to do that good stuff, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and yeah. Hope it helps. Good luck.
So as they climb out of the car, the ART team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
The difference was in the strategy. Credit to the driver for sure, but races like this really drive home how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the pit wall to really make the most of each stint and to make the best use of the tires. But that said, all of that would have been for nothing without a talented hand on the wheel.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Federic Vesti. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in the pack, and he was good enough to take the opportunities.
Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling installment when Formula 2...
Yo, this is Brazil. So, I've gone with 1714 on the aero, on the wings. This is because of the long looping left-hander in set 3. Pretty much like the one at Kota, this one takes a lot more, and if you don't run the correct downforce, the car just spins out and spins off the track. So this is what I've gone with. You'll be slow at the start, but you know, racing against AI, it is what it is, but you will have enough downforce in two key areas of the circuit, and this is why I've gone for this. If you want to run lower, feel free, just make sure you test it before you get going. So 17 on the front, 14 on the rear. Transmission, pretty standard really. I think I've only ever changed it twice, but I'll have to go back and look. Right, left. You know my thoughts on this by now, guys. You do whatever you like with it. Change it, don't change it, it's up to you. But obviously the better you get this setup to suit yourself, the better the setup will be. And remember, don't always take my word for it. Suspension, this is what I've gone with. I've gone with 1-2 on the front, nice and easy. I've gone with 3 on the front roll bar and 1 on the rear. Like I said, by now you should know as well that I like to drive with a stiffer front end, especially with the center S's as well at Brazil. It really helps. Again, you can, like Mexico, like Kota, you can change the ride heights if you want. You could even run 3.5, but be careful, there are sausage curbs, or not sausage curbs, the large domed curbs at Brazil. You want to be careful not to bottom out on there. I found running 4.5 down the first DRS straight in sector 1, the car does tend to bottom out a little bit, so just be careful if you go any lower than 4.5. I mean, you can change it to 5.4, you know, whatever you guys want to do, you do. Go crazy. Don't be afraid to make changes. Brakes, we know the drill on brakes by now. 50%. Tyres, I've gone with 22.8 on the front and 21 on the rear. This has been Brazil. Absolutely goated circuit. Absolutely love it. Wherever you want to work today, guys, take care. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace.